The Cache Valley Media Group's countdown of the top 25 Aggie football players for 2023. We move to the top 10, and number 10 is Wade Meacham. Meacham is 6'5", 310 pounds, a graduate senior, has had 3 letters, and he's from Layton, Utah. Number 10, offensive lineman Wade Meacham.
Yes, Wade Meacham, one of the elder statesmen on the team. I believe he's going into his 6th season, 5th or 6th season. He's been here since about 2018, 2019. He's been here a while. I think he's got the 4th most total snaps played in his career on the team. Played by 818 of those last year. Started all 13 games for the Aggies at left guard. And he's projected to retain that left guard spot this upcoming season, being the only returning offensive lineman actually on the starting lineup. So he'll certainly play a big role for this team in this upcoming season.
Yes, this will be his 6th year at Utah State.
That's crazy.
Redshirted in 18, redshirt freshman year in 19. The 2020 season was the COVID year. So 2021 was his sophomore season. But look, this is a guy who started appearing in games as a sophomore, started all 13 games as a junior last year. So he's got a lot of experience. Not only is he an elder statesman just in years in the program, but also time on the line. And so this is a guy with a lot of experience, and really he is the highest ranked offensive lineman that we have in our top 25 list. I guess I'm giving it away. There's no other offensive lineman in the top 10.
Yeah, that's it. Sorry, guys.
But look, he was somebody who I had in my top 10 because I valued his experience. And he's got a great size. Look, he's 6'5", 310 pounds. He's a big body on that offensive front, and somebody that's going to have to play a very reliable role for his quarterback and some of these running backs newer to the program. But having a solid offensive line makes everything else click, and he's the one that's really anchoring that line, even though he's not in the center, playing center, but he is playing a very significant role for that offense, and really like Wade. I've had a chance to talk to him a couple times. He's a great guy, easy to talk to, very intelligent, and as we've already been discussing, very experienced for USU.
Yeah, he's got to be one of those veteran leaders. And, yeah, being on the interior offensive line, it's not as flashy a position as, right or left tackle where you're a big pass blocker, but he's got to be a road grader in there, run blocking. Obviously, interior pass blocks. Those interior linemen, when you're running those simple dive run plays, they have such huge blocks because they got to do these, combo double teams, and then one of them's got to get up to the linebacker, and they've got to be athletic. You're 6'5", 300-plus pounds, but you got to be athletic enough to be chasing linebackers. So it's going to play a crucial role. Obviously, played a big role last season, being one of the starters. But yeah, and I've hit this point over and over. The returning guys, the returning starters. We talk so much about the newcomers. The returning starters have to come back and they have to step up. And Wade Meacham's one of those guys who's going to have to step up. Doesn't matter how good you were last season. If you were great last season, you still got to get better. If you're good last season, you got to get better. If you were average, you got to get better. All these returning starters have to get better, and especially in the offensive line where there aren't as many newcomers. There might be one true newcomer who ends up starting on the offensive line. So there's a lot of pressure for internal development, which the Aggies have been fairly good at with their offensive line. They usually develop these guys for a couple years and throw them in. Wade Meacham's an example of that. Developed for maybe a little bit longer before he finally became a starter, but he's had time to develop, and now it's his time to truly shine. All those years of development and learning and building up his body, now's the time for him to be a really good player.
Yeah, he's had plenty of time to work on it, but he's also earned that spot. It's not just because he's been around a long time. He's earned the position. He's earned the right to be there. Last year, at his position, he did not give up a sack. According to the stats that they keep for offensive linemen, there were no sacks that came because of Wade Meacham missing an assignment. So they are going to rely on that experience with some newer offensive linemen around him, or maybe less experienced. But what a great person to anchor what's going on in that offensive line as you're getting others up to speed of what's expected of them and how to do it right, and have somebody with that kind of experience on the line with you.
Yeah, it'll certainly be an asset for the Aggies having him on there. So
So Wade Meacham coming in at number 10 on our list of top 25 Aggies. He wears number 79 on his jersey. Keep an eye on him. He's going to be out there a lot. And that's Wade Meacham in our top 25 Aggies for 2023.